And welcome back to the channel. On this video, it's a blustery day and the rain is just starting again. We've been in a stretch of getting rain here quite a bit lately, and I was going to try to get a ride in between the rain, but here it comes again, so oh well. So what I wanted to talk about on this video, by the way, it's about 50 degrees, and with the blustery wind it feels colder than that. For sure. So on this video though, I wanted to talk about e-bikes and affordability, because I do get asked a lot about the cost of an e-bike, and some people are not surprised when I give them the, what I think the minimum price you have to pay. I always say probably $1,000 is the minimum, but I said you might find like a budget price one less than that, but I don't know how great they're going to be. But usually, or you get one on sale that's worth more, but it's on sale for under $1,000. But usually though, you can expect to pay at least $1,000. And also I wanted to mention too that I do have a poll going on my, if you go to my YouTube channel and click on community, I have a poll in there, and I'd be curious if you haven't answered it already to go ahead and put your answer in there. And that poll is talking about e-bike prices and how much would you pay for an e-bike basically. And the choices, I have 4 choices up there. So choice number 1 is under $1,000, so that would be a very budget priced e-bike. $1,000 to $2,000, $2,000 to $3,000, or $3,000 or more. Now you can get into the $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 if you have that kind of money you want to spend on an e-bike. But like the bike, for example, that I'm on right now, the Lyric Graffiti X, is actually going for the regular price is $4,599, say $4,600. So that's definitely up there in price. And not a lot of people would want to spend this kind of money for an e-bike. And I think too, another thing that I think this is probably true, and that is, if you've bought a bike in the past, an e-bike, and you're buying your second or third or fourth or whatever, multiple bikes, I think it's easier for the people that are buying a second bike or third bike, or they're more willing, I think, to pay more money, I think. Because let's face it, you start out with your first bike and you kind of see what that bike can do, and you see what that bike can't do that you want it to do. And so then you might look for another bike that has the capabilities that your first bike didn't have. And of course, when you do that, it's going to cost you more money, right? And that's exactly what happened to myself. So the first bike I ever purchased, it was the Rad Rover 4. Okay, and so the Rad Rover 4, I paid, I'm trying to think, I got it on a Black Friday sale, and I had to buy the fenders separately. I think I paid $1,350, but the bike was $1,500, and we're talking several years ago now. It was the newest Rad at the time, Rad power bike, and that rain is hitting me in the face pretty good right now. Anyway, and then after I had that one a while, I knew what I wanted. This is before I had the YouTube channel too, because I've had the YouTube channel for a little, just under 2.5 years, almost 2.5 years. 4th of July is when I started the channel in 2022. And so then after I had the Rad, I wanted to get another bike that was more powerful, specifically to be able to climb hills. And I did, some real due diligence to see what's out there. and the bike that kept coming back to me in everything that I read and watched. I watched a lot of what YouTube videos were out there. You know, there weren't a ton of videos, now that I think about it, back then like there are now on bikes. I didn't have the choices of YouTube influencers to watch to make my choices, you know, like you do now. Like now there's a lot of, you can get some pretty good ideas on watching other people's videos or watching and listening to what they have to say, what they think of the bike. And if you're hearing nothing but positives all the way through, then that's probably a pretty good indication that that bike might be pretty good. So anyway, I bought the Aerial Rider Grizzly. And of course that price was a much more expensive bike. It was $3,300. I had no discounts, no sales. I bought it full price, and it was actually out of stock. And you know, they would frequently sell out. And then when that bike came in stock, I jumped on it. When I finally made my decision, and once I saw that that bike was in stock, I went for it, and got the Aerial Rider Grizzly. So, but getting back to that affordability thing, I think what's happening, I was going to turn there. What's happening is people are not either able to afford or willing to spend the money that e-bikes cost, right? And let's face it, they're not cheap. Like I said, I think the minimum is $1,000 that you have to spend to get anything much at all. You might get lucky and find one on sale, or a budget price one that works well for you. But for the most part, you can figure. I think a lot of bikes are going to be in that $1,000 to $2,000 range. And I think the last time I looked at the pole, I was telling you earlier about this pole that I was running. I think the last time I looked at it was right, virtually a tie between the $1,000 to $2,000 bikes and the $3,000 or more. Those were tied for the most percentage, and I don't remember what this percentage was. I think 34 each of them had. But as far as the affordability, like I say, you probably set yourself a budget and see what you can afford, and then look around. Look at the leaves here, wow. Look around to see what you can get for the money you're willing or have to spend. I'm not going in that bike lane, I'm sorry. Once we get off this road, which is going to be right up ahead here, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the affordability thing. And unfortunately, I think right now is as good as you're going to get for prices. I think these prices are going to increase. I think there's going to be a big increase in e-bike purchase prices. And so, unfortunately, I think this is it. I think this is as good as you're going to do. And this is the best time. Right now, I'd say, is the best time to buy an e-bike. If you're going to buy one and you want to get into the e-bike world, now, I would say definitely now is the time to do it. Look around, go with what amount of money you can spend, whatever you can spend, buy the best bike you can spend, that's the style you want, get the best possible bike for the budget price, whatever price you're budgeting for your bike, because I really do think these prices are going to go up and go crazy, and it's going to get to the point where people will not be able to afford or are unwilling to pay the price that they want for these bikes. Like this bike here, for example, I got it, of course, on the pre-order deal, but it's $4,600 now. It's gone up $600 due to the tariffs charges, right? And so, and I don't know where they're going with those. I read some awful numbers. If this holds true, oh my goodness, you know, nobody's going to be able to afford bikes. So let's hope it doesn't get to that. But like I say, I think right now, the best time to buy an e-bike is now. And I'm super glad I got this bike when I did, because, you know, would you be willing to pay $6,000, say, for this bike? I don't know. All right, well, that's going to do it for this video. My glasses are all raindropped up. Can't see very well. I can see, but it's just a little bit, I shouldn't say I can't see very well. I can still see, but lots of raindrops on the glasses. All right, that's going to do it for this video. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, just hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. If you want to be notified as to when the next video comes up on the channel, just hit the notification bell. And if you want to comment on this video or any others, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. And hey, share the video. Tell your friends about the channel, Oregon E-Biker Mark. We got room for more subscribers and viewers, so let them know about the channel, and thank you very much for doing that. Once again, thank you for joining me on this video. Until next time, keep your wheels on the road. See you later.